Hannah King Stan in the chat. How you doing? Hey, Gibby. What's going on? If anyone is out there who's listening to this, if you could give me a mic check, how's the sound coming through this thing? Matt is telling me that there is no sound coming through the thing, but he may be... he had his headphones muted. Good on him. Sounds good. Is the background noise... Yeah, the game's a bit too loud. I thought that might be the case. Let me just see if I can do something about that for you. Advanced audio properties. I think we want desktop audio to drop down a bit. How's that for the game audio? No, Anders gespielt. The DLC will be out in about 3 hours. This is just us coming past to say hi and start showing it off a little bit early. Well, I mean the loading screen at least. You all can see the loading screen. So... Well, I guess that big news up in the corner here is probably a little bit of a giveaway. So... Let me see here. I've got the chat. It seems to me that I have Twitch and YouTube connected at least. Have we got... what else have we got connected? Should have Facebook connected for anyone who's watching on Facebook, and Twitter as well, apparently. So we'll see how that goes. Yes, Basco, watching from Twitter. How you doing? So, let's jump into this. We're still kind of getting set up a little bit over here. As you can potentially hear, the microphone is in the open space of the office, and there are quite a few people getting around, working on other stuff and still arguing and talking about it. So if there's too much noise and screaming in the background, just let us know and we'll see if we can calm them down. Anyway, the idea behind this stream, as usual, is to just give you a little bit of a sneak peek into what we're doing. So obviously you're going to be able to play all of the new content, which is coming out in 3 hours time. A little under 3 hours now. So yeah, if you've got any questions about what you're seeing, what's going to be in the DLC or anything at all, then we'll be here to answer them where possible. I'll have Joanne and Matt playing the game, and that way I will be free to commentate and hopefully answer some of your questions. For anyone who's asking questions about the mobile version, hey Henpaku, how you doing, man? The mobile version is actually taken care of by another company. They're friends of ours. It's called Playdigis, and they work in France. But the whole mobile version is actually a completely different kettle of fish in the sense that it's really, really difficult to get Dead Cells to run on 100 bazillion different types of phones, particularly when we're talking about Android. And so it takes a lot longer to actually optimize everything and get it up to scratch. If you have a look at the ratings for the game on the mobile stores, it's actually quite high, and that's because we take the time to actually make sure that the stuff works well. So anyway, what with the emotes? I don't know about the emotes for the Steam thing. That's just something stupid that we added in because Steam let us. We liked them. Sorry, I've got a lot of comments coming through in the chat because I've got 4 different chats that are all smooshed into one in my little chat screen over here. So anyway, I'm gonna try and start playing while I wait for Matt and the boys to get over here. You may have just got a bit of a black screen there for a second. Okay, so we're gonna be continuing on my save. One of my saves, which sucks because I've only got like 4 or 5 runs in it, so I've got 1 BC unlocked, but I don't have the RAM rune, and probably not even the spider rune actually, now that I think about it. So let's just have a look and see where I'm up to. It's a bit of a mess. 3 potions, and for the record, I have not played in ages, so I'm going to be rubbish. We should potentially... It's probably a little bit late now. We could potentially have got a dev build so that we could just jump straight to new content. Some of the members of the team have been complaining that we should put Konami code in our own game so that we can just jump straight to the new content. Whoa, wasn't watching. That's what happens when you try and play and talk at the same time. This guy. This guy. Okay, so is that still working? Are you guys getting too much controller noise back there? How's the sound actually going? Got that at least. The screen size thing, I mean, we never really added because it automatically adapts to the size of your screen, as long as obviously your screen is based around the standard resolution of the game. As soon as you try and like, get it to work with widescreen, it doesn't. You can't. The game's not built actually to be refactored around that. Actually, I'm going to take that. Alright, so let me see if I can get someone else to come play this game. So I can answer questions in the chat. Just give me 1 second. Stand here so I don't get killed. I think I've sent you the... I'm still getting chat set up correctly. Did I send you the password? By Slack? Eh? No, I didn't. Oh, that was stupid. Give me 1 second here. It's gonna do something that it shouldn't. That's okay. The 5BC lock on the spoiler biome is not something that we're planning to get rid of. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting Matt here. I gotta get Slack back. Sucks when I forget basic stuff like that. Okay, so let me just have a quick look for chat. Yeah, there's a lot of you typing. There'll be any achievements for killing the final boss with the curse sword. I'm kind of surprised that there's not one already, although I mean that would be quite sadistic. Animated trailer confirmed, boys. Yep, Fugo, it's coming. It's on the way. Lord, it's impossible to Fatal Fall still on wishlist, it seems. Yeah, it's not actually out yet. For anyone who's just tuned in, this is an early stream. You good? You got that chat up and running? Oh, I'll figure it out, man. As long as you're logged in, it's all good. Alright, we're back. Mostly. Now I'm just gonna open back up here. You should see the dodgy setup that we have here, it's outrageous. So, where is that chat? I think stream chat. Good man. Nice. To the chat. Here we go. Alright. If you had previously asked me a question, it's probably gone. So sorry about that. But I am watching Matt like with a little bit of a delay in the sense that I'm watching on one computer with like a super long extension cable to the microphone over to his computer. So anyway, if you got any questions that you already asked but you didn't get an answer to, feel free to shoot them through on chat. Yeah, Henbaku, I definitely missed it. Sorry about that, dude. Salty final boss, what is so sad? So, how do we get the katana? Basically, wait until, if you're not playing on PC, wait until the malaise update comes out. If you are playing on PC, then you have to figure it out. So, Henpaku, with the release of this DLC, will there be a patch for balance and stuff as well? Yes. Yes, there will. Basically, I mean, the malaise patch should have already balanced a lot of the stuff, but then, you know, obviously, in the next couple of weeks, we'll be working on balancing all this stuff out, making sure that it's balanced for people who don't have the DLC as well, so that should actually be pretty reasonable within the next couple of weeks. I mean, it'll take us a little while to actually get it all done, as it usually does, but we'll be on it. Yeah, Vor, I know it's ridiculous, but to be fair, I'm at like 4 runs on that save. It was, I think, to be honest, I think we actually started a fresh save last time we did a stream, so like a year ago. Zézer, I'm gonna speak French just for a moment. Salut, tu peux nous envoyer un mail contact@evilempirestudio.com ou contact@motion-twin.com-6. Not guaranteed that we will answer, but anyway. Adizanu, from where you access the first new location? It's straight after the boss, so after the concierge. If you just run straight through the concierge, and then in the collector sort of interstitial area afterwards, you can get to it from there. Pretty sure you can also get to it from Mamatik, but I haven't got the map in front of me. Skria, no, it is not out already, just for anyone who's just tuning in. The DLC will actually be launching at 6 PM CET. It is now 3:15 PM CET, so in 2 hours and 45 minutes. And Paku, for the upcoming patch, will a number of community suggestions be implemented as well then, like removing invisible walls from ramparts, for example? I think I remember you actually asking about that last time. I don't know whether that stuff is particularly planned, but we'll see. Are emotes coming in the new DLC from CI, whatever that little squiggle thing is, J? No, the whole emote, it's funny actually, people really took that emotes thing and ran with it. I know there is a plan amongst some of the devs to actually do emotes in the game, but it hasn't been implemented yet. We just did some silly animations for the trailers and stuff because we thought it was funny. So yeah, we'll get there. That is actually not doing too bad. Huh, there you go. Look at him. Knows how to play and stuff. Alright, I missed that question because it's going too fast, this chat thing. What's my favourite biome in Dead Cells? Good question. I don't know, right now, it's probably still ramparts. I don't know, I just really love the sun in that level. It's super nice. And even if I go through it a million times, I always come out of that first little ledge and just think, damn, this is a cool level, because I remember when we very first built that level. Sort of, it was I guess the moment for us where we were all like, wow, damn, look at this is actually going to be cool. Dear Frankie, do you think about some sort of co-op mode with another person to play the story together? We have thought about that. It's impractical at best to implement in the game, because you really have to build your game with that idea right from the beginning, and if you didn't, then you can't. So that's not something that will be happening. I mean, it technically would be possible to do it through like a mod and like mega deep changes to the game, but it's not something we've planned just yet. Angelo Mazzilli, hi, is there an API for developers? Not so much. There's some mod tools that are available through Steam, which are going to be all kinds of broken real soon, so we're still in the process of trying to like organize ourselves so that we can better update all of the modding tools and everything that's available through Steam at least. Salty Final Boss. I bet you like the lore room, man. Format the frag, yeah, exactly. Fernando010, will we have in the future new music variants? Do you mean like chiptune variants for the stuff? Like, he already released like a demake soundtrack. Damien Minjasks, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your last name. Game is apparently too loud. Does anyone else out there think that the game is too loud? Please do let me know, because I can go and fiddle with that. Holy Night Amax, can we get a new way to unlock items on 5BC difficulty? I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that. Do you mean like ways that you can unlock more items, or ways that you can unlock the items that are hidden behind 5BC? So there are a few people out there who are thinking that the game is a little bit too loud, so just give me 1 second. Yep, there's an animated trailer on the way, Draconis, I'll tell you. I'll be back in 1 minute. Hey, let us know how the game audio sounds now. I've just dropped it down by another couple of decibels. And Baku, there'll be more than wrestling leaves, come on man. Music variants like the 8-bit music. Yeah, there should be 8-bit versions coming. I mean, I guess if Valmont gets around to it, then he'll definitely do that. If I sound a little quiet, it may also be because I'm sitting in the open space, so I'm trying to sort of like keep my mouth close to the microphone and avoid yelling, because obviously that pisses people off. So, actually, you know what I might do here? Hang on a second. Alright, I now have the microphone on a box, so hopefully that'll keep it closer to my mouth. And I won't sound like I'm so quiet. So can we make it so the Explorer's Rune can show challenge portals? It's a question from Andreas. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the challenge portals for us have always been something that we didn't want people to absolutely be able to find. You know, it's more like one of those things like, oh hey, I've seen it, I'm gonna go in there and do it. But you know, I know there are a lot of completionists out there who are like, I actually want to see everything. So I don't know. There's a few things about the way that the Explorer's Rune works that I'm not 100% a fan of at this particular point in time. Just don't trip over that cable. In the sense that, for example, it sort of like reveals some secret zones that I feel like it shouldn't. So I think there's still room to work on that for sure. E1000 after Fatal Falls new game ? Repeated many times. Actually, so the way it works is that Motion Twin are already working on their next new game. So just so it's clear, my name's Steve. I work at Evil Empire, and Evil Empire is the company that myself and a couple others started up to keep working on Dead Cells. Also so that we could eventually make our own games. But so Motion Twin basically now have their hands free to work on the next game, so which is what they're doing, and we're working on Dead Cells. E1000, what about a shotgun in Dead Cells? No. We've always sort of shied away from weapons, and I mean, you've already got the heavy crossbow, or whatever it's called these days, so that's kind of, and I mean, it actually makes a shotgun noise from memory as well. Wraith, the electric whip is my favorite weapon. I'm trying to get used to using other weapons. Does this game have nunchucks? It doesn't have nunchucks yet. That said, we did actually just I think we did. I'm gonna say it anyway. I think we just hired a guy who did a test where he included nunchucks in his tests. So obviously that got him hired. Hopefully you'll see nunchucks in the game one of these days. Permat the Frag. How big is the EE team and how big is the MT team? So the Motion Twin team, as of today, is 7 people. They're currently hiring another 2, so they've had a couple of changes in terms of people who've come in and out over the last sort of year. The Evil Empire team is 22, I think, or will be 22 from next week onwards. We've just hired a bunch of new people. It's where we're working on a whole bunch of different projects, like obviously more Dead Cells, which is a decent chunk of the team. Probably at least 10 of us full-time, and then we're working on some other stuff as well, so we'll hopefully be able to tell you more about that soon. So how many new weapons and items are in the DLC? I have to scroll back up to see your name because it's going so damn fast. So that was Turambar 81. Generally speaking, the way that we do it is whenever we build a new level, is that it'll come with a new weapon for each mob. In this one, I think there's actually more than that. So I think we're talking about potentially like 7 or 8 weapons. There's 2 new mobs in each level, at least. Plus, I mean, if you count the crows and the fractured shrines, there's at least 5 new mobs. Actually, let me think about it. Fractured shrines, you've got the little snake dude, you got the big statue dudes, and you got the crows. And in what is it called? The Undying Shores, you've got the Necromant dudes and all of their minions, which are a bunch of different types. So yeah, you've probably got, in reality, 5 or 6 different types of monsters. Are we going to see Fatal Falls in the stream? Hiroshiki, yes, when we get there. I might actually at some point take a brief pause and actually go and like set up a dev build and see if I can switch over to the dev build, just so that we can automatically like respawn directly in my level. I should have done that actually before we started the stream. Bit of an idiot. So which version will the Dead Cells mobile new DLC be? Reiko, the new DLC that's going to come out soon on mobile is the Bad Seed, so that's the previous DLC. And I know, like, obviously we're pushing hard to have Playdeaders work as hard as they can, but it's, as I mentioned earlier on in the stream, it's tough actually getting all of the stuff that we've done, particularly in the newer DLCs, because I mean, I don't know if it's super visible to you guys, but we do we put like a lot of extra effort into the graphics layer of the game, so that it's so you have a much heavier sort of mix of indoor and outdoor elements, and a lot of that stuff actually takes quite a bit of memory or processing power for the whatever platform you're trying to run it on. And so Switch and mobile are obviously particularly challenging to make sure that they run smoothly, and so that's why mobile takes a lot longer. Corrupted script, will we see more scythes in the future? If by that you mean more two-handed weapons, I believe so, yes. Just gonna check and see whether Jean's shaking his head. He doesn't seem to be, so I'm gonna go with yes. Yes, you will see more scythe-type weapons in the future. Akmal Turkanov, do I think ice armor needs to be nerfed? I mean, you know, like, there's arguments to be made about whether or not anything ever needs to be nerfed in a single player game, but we generally believe that it does. So if we see the, you know, like, ice armor becomes the brain dead go-to meta, then we'll nerf it. But we generally try and sort of leave that for at least a couple of months at a time, and just see what's happening. So I'm not sure yet. Soki LJ, my voice is so sad. Am I okay? Do I need a coffee? Yes, I do need a coffee. I always need a coffee. Again, I don't actually want to kill myself. It's just that I'm in open space, and so I'm trying not to yell. That, and I'm not some kind of YouTube dude, so I'm not a particularly funny person, I guess. Jack Frost, any news about the mirror glitch? Yes, it's a known glitch, and we're just idiots and we keep forgetting to update the list of things that need to be in that stinking mirror, so we're gonna fix it, but we haven't just yet. Jawan Abdullah, there are actually no emotes. They're just trailer teaser things. We will get around to adding them in the game at some stage, but not just yet. Favorite weapon in the DLC is gonna be crap, I can't remember his name. But it's the thing that allows you to basically take souls and then like fire those souls out at other creatures. It's pretty cool. We should do one of those like FAQ things, doc crack, but we're not that organized. You know, like I just mentioned earlier on, there's 22 of us at Evil Empire, but not everyone is devoted to marketing or to Dead Cells or whatever, and so, you know, like between Matt and myself and Ben, we're already hard pressed just to like get the game out and getting everything done, let alone, you know, having the resources to actually like, write useful things like FAQs. Yeah, Ferryman's Land, that's the one. Cat, thank you. Will there be new costumes? Yes, Ardor, there should be new costumes. Hey Moona, what up, dude? Hyper Stepher X asked a nice question. I'm gonna see if I can scroll back up and find that. Yes, Motion Twin, what are your thoughts about people that mod the game, and do you think those modding tools will ever improve? Of course, Moona said that was a good question. Yes, as I mentioned earlier on, dudes, we're doing something about the modding, I swear it, we are. Joanne and I are pushing hard for that, but just like, I mean, as a chance to sort of be able to explain some of this stuff to how for how it works. Mod tools and that kind of thing are what we would call like sort of annex to the game, in the sense that they would generally be handled by a tool developer. The problem is every time we've had a tool developer here, they've inevitably ended up being sort of more of a DevOps person, because we have so many platforms where the game is actually available. So I mean, you know, like you can get it on PC on like, you know, 5 or 6 different PC stores on all of the consoles, and all of that demands like a ton of builds. You have to do heaps and heaps of like, oh, we need this new version of the game across all of these platforms, so let's actually sit down and do that, and you know, that might take half a day or something. And so our tool guy actually never usually gets the time to allocate to doing cool stuff like the mod tools, and so we want to do it, but right now we're still just trying to find our feet in terms of like maintaining the update rhythm with Dead Cells, being able to continuously, ooh, he's gonna get squished by the elevator, no he made it, being able to continuously put out content, and also make sure that we're able to like build, get everything done on that level, and then work on tools, because I got a list as long as my arm of cool tools that we'd like to upgrade it. As far as like making the mod tools, I saw your question there, Henpaku. Will we make them better? Yes, we will. We're actually changed a few things. What are you laughing at over there? He's shaking his head and laughing. We've actually changed a bunch of stuff like on the back end about how levels are constructed, and how the data is stored in the game. And so we have to update all the mod tools so that they'll support those tools, but then once that's done, there'll be this whole new sort of system that's way easier to use, particularly when it comes to like modding levels and that kind of thing. Hyper Stiffer X, no worries, man. Sorry, just for the record, I'm not trying to pick on the names that I know. It's just that on YouTube, there's like a billion people apparently who are just like spamming questions, and I'm like, I can't keep up. And I don't speak Russian. Sorry, Phantom 73D. Panchucks, no, but there may be nunchucks. So I guess if we get nunchucks, we get panchucks. DB ideas on Dead Cells with 2 players mod or something similar to it. Ideas, yes. Practicality to implement, no, not right now. Charles Platt, what are some weapon concepts you might add in the future, and when do we get panchucks? So some weapon concepts we may add in the future: panchucks, nunchucks, any other kind of chuck. Don't die, Matthew, whatever you do. So if he doesn't die on this boss, then we're gonna actually get to see the new content of the game, which would be cool. Simone XO2 DLC will be available for purchase in about 2.5 hours, so at 6 PM CET or 9 AM PT. Salty final boss, probably. But then everyone who's on the platforms that I don't see always complain about it. So I'm trying to do this thing at the moment, and I think it's like, you know, once you get past a certain number of people watching, you just get so many comments that it's just outrageous. Fernando010, can we change the design of the head when wearing the Bobby skin to resemble the character in the comics and animation? You can't right now, but damn, that is a good idea. I want that. I'm gonna have to tell people about that. There was a question I just briefly saw go past about, like, what are we gonna do about syncing cells in 5BC? That's one of those questions where it's like, man, I don't know. We'll get there someday, but we're like, right now we haven't actually like sat down and thought about something that we could do about that. Yeah, nice one, Matt. He's through. Oh, he's gone for the legendary forge. Ballsy move. I don't know if I would have done that. Okay, so what's he set up his build for? Can't see. Yeah. Matt, yeah. Go. Don't you dare go into the wrong thing, scumbag. Alright, here we go. Finally, new content. Huh? No, go. Get in there. Oh wait, I'm seeing it in oh, I've got the delay happening, that's what it is. Oh wait, it requires a fatal... Well, I should have the DLC, what the hell? Oh, you're joking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is dumb. 1 second, we're gonna have to get a key for this thing. Oh, and the chat has gone mad. I'll be back in 1 second. So that's super weird, but for some reason it doesn't want to let us into our own game, which is odd. So we're just gonna see if it's... Hey? See if it's... It's still not doing it? Alright, so we're gonna have to quit out of the game and come back in, so it might drop the stream for a second, but we will be right back. Okay, so first question, can you still hear us and can you see the game loading in now? No, it's I don't know why it's doing this. Alright, try. Give it a go. Yeah, so you can still hear us. Thank you. Sorry about that. It's I don't usually think about this because A, I usually play on a dev version of the game, and B, it's still not working? What the hell? Actually, this poses... Alright, we'll go somewhere else. You just keep playing for a second. That's what I just put in. The FF bundle one. Yeah. I'm gonna go check something with Toma, because I feel like this presages the apocalypse, actually. So I think we may have forgotten to actually upload the game to Steam at some point here. So just go somewhere else, keep playing, and I'm gonna go and dig around for something. So I actually... Hey? Still Village is easy. Don't be a sook. Just don't take a curse chest and you'll be fine. Alright, to anyone who's watching, I'll be back. All right, we may have figured this out. We'll be back in a second. Right. It may have just been a... And now it's killed the save. Alright, go a different save. You're gonna have to start again. He's gonna have to start a new run. What a rip. Try changing the save slot. Like to that one, yeah, take that one. Yeah, and now try and load. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it in real time, so I don't know if it's working or not. I'm at Ulka, it's all good, man. We've all been there. Hey? Alright, so we may be doing things right this time. Although I haven't got the giant rune on this save, so we're gonna see how we go. Just speed run it, man, if you can. I don't know if you can just say. It's time to speed run it. We're gonna try and speed run straight to the new content. So here we go. Holy Knight Amex, any news about the bug in the Morass that soft locks you when you fight the giant tick? Yes, that should be fixed, I think, in the latest update, potentially. I'm looking at the dev who's responsible for it, and he's shrugging and looking elsewhere, so we'll have to have another closer look at that. Alternate RT, does Fatal Falls have a mob that is there to prepare us for the Scarecrow fight? Something like sweepers or mats? Good question. I don't know, actually, now that I think about it. Let me just ask Ryan about that. No, there is no boss, no mob that's based on the boss. Oddly enough, in this level, in these levels. So, I'll ask what's going on with that. All coming in from my lead dev. Give me 1 second. Splat. I'm very glad to think that you put us in the same league as Supergiant and Team Cherry. That's cool. Obviously Supergiant are just incredible, and Hollow Knight's one of my favorite games ever, so, you know, nice company. Green tea, can you guys add a saw cleaver? I suppose we could do something like that eventually. Don't know. Yep. Intuition, come on. I know. He's not speedrunning, very speedrunning, is he? He keeps going the wrong way. Olivier Wood. Thank you, man. Steven Toscano, heavy crossbow and explosive crossbow should switch their second hand option. Interesting. Think about it. Mushroom diet. Okay, I think I get that people are keen for the mushroom diet. we'll have a look about the mushroom diet. Although you already got, what did we get last time? Cheese diet, I think. I think it came out with the Malaise update. Henpaku, no, we don't even try after seeing how fast you can finish the game. It's just like, oh. Hey? Yeah? Good then. He's gonna play it safe. Oh, he's going for YOLO. Alright, so at least this way we know. Is there any? Promenade. Okay, you're running through there. Yeah. At least this way we'll know he'll make it to the new DLC content. Trumpet 36, the DLC will drop on PS4 in like an hour and a bit, or 2 hours, or 2 hours. And as far as the updates for the Malaise update and everything like that, that'll come out like as soon as possible afterwards. Basically, we've got a bit of stuff that has to be finished and done on our side before we can actually release it, but it's gonna happen. Wandering Mask Spirit, sorry for asking, but do you plan to add more lore rooms after the FF DLC? If so, for which NPCs? Good question. Yes and no. In the sense that that's the kind of stuff that we've thought about adding for a while. We just haven't had time to actually get around to, so it's not planned, but it is something that we would like to do. I guess is my best answer that I can give you for that question. Goldslay 3R Lucifer, will there be cross save in the future? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, because then that forces us into doing it. Again, that's another one of those things that would ordinarily be built by a tool dev, and just because we haven't yet sort of gotten up to cruising speed in terms of being able to produce a lot of stuff that comes alongside of the game, like most of the devs who work on the game work uniquely on content for it, and so we'd like to get to that point where we have something like that. We're still working on just getting the infrastructure and being able to do that kind of stuff. So one of these days. HKC, has any dev ever beaten 5BC? No. Actually, no, I think that's a lie. I think Tipix, who was the guy who made the things that you find in 5BC, he had beat it, because he's like a fiend when it comes to video games and such. Mobile Adam Wolf, yep, coming later. Just working on it, but it's hard. Oh, hey, Jack Frost, glad to hear that you're happy about the Bazooki. We liked it. Flender P-Man, regarding the Twitch integration, yes, actually that's something that we were supposed to work on for this update, but again, it's like all of those sort of like accessory tasks that aren't directly devoted to creating content for the game, or like working on free updates and stuff, or just stuff that generally gets pushed to the side a little bit, or just that we just haven't had the bandwidth to do. So hopefully. PLP, will there be actual emotes in the game? Yes, at some point. That's another one of those things. I mean, that will actually get added because it's not super difficult to do, and it's like it's content and people like it. Oh, nice one, Matt. Please fix no head when you enter clock tower from Ishpreet Singh. Yeah, we do that. Sorry about that. What is Valmont's opinion on Bazooki? He's not in the room at the moment, so I can't ask him. But I'm pretty sure he likes it. Leo H, when do we have the most fun developing the game? I mean, pre-prod is generally always the best part of the game, but then you go through multiple different sort of like pre-prod phases. So I mean, in my opinion, the best, like the funnest part was, you know, when we were working on the initial prototype of the game, sort of in 2015, 2016. But then also, like, I mean, I know that everyone who's working on the game now enjoy the beginning of the production periods where we're sort of like brainstorming ideas and just hanging around in the room, talking about what we could do. Jessiek suggesting that the game is too loud again. Don't know if there's anyone feeling like the game is too loud. I mean, I know obviously I'm talking kind of quietly. Again, that's because I'm in the open space, so I'm trying not to yell and drive everyone insane. So I've got nah and yes. Some people think it's fine, some people think it's too much. So I'm gonna do nothing right now. And I'll see you again in like 5 minutes. When tiger type pet, I'll if you do, I don't know if we'll ever have a tiger style pet in there, man. But as you can see, you know, part of the Fatal Falls update is a new pet. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Alright, I'm starting to think there's definitely enough yeses to say that the game volume should go down a little bit, so I'm gonna do that just a bit. New DLC stage after the boss. We're not playing on a dev version of the game right now, so it'll take us a little while to get there, which is dumb. Sorry about that. Alternate RT. Hey, so the Switch version got V22 patch a while ago, but it doesn't have the Fatal Falls banner in the start screen. Is that normal? That's a complicated question in the sense that there's a lot of like back end like messing around and fiddling that leads to the version numbers and what happens and whether or not things are visible and blah blah blah. So yes, it's normal. No, we would ideally not do it like that in the future, but yeah, you'll see when the DLC comes out what changes. Ah, salty final boss. You didn't hear anything when I answered your questions. I may have not been looking at the microphone, or it may be sort of clipping me a little too much. I'm not 100% sure about what's going on with that. Again, I'm not sitting in front of my own PC. I'm actually sitting in front of Matt's PC, trying to look at the stream. I feel like we're getting better at this crap, but we still suck at streaming. We're still not at the point where we have a dedicated computer that is only used for streaming. So it's you know, what can I say? It is what it is. Potato and Snail 64 co-op. It would be a mod. It would be some kind of like standalone mod, but it's highly unlikely. Ahmed Ulka, the DLC is going to be $4.99 US and euros, and then like regional equivalents. Mazzoni, yeah, the whole thing about being able to spend your cells in 5BC, we know it's a thing, we just haven't had the time to get around to it, but we would like to. Potato and Snail, I'm glad you think it's cheap. We try and, you know, pick a fair price when we do stuff. It takes us a fair amount of time to actually build this kind of thing, and $5 seems pretty alright, and I mean, you know, it also gets all of the free updates that we release in time, so yeah, hope you like it. Cat, will there be other DLC after the FF DLC? Yes, I would say so. Probably at least one, but then, you know, it all depends on like how things sell and everything like that, so we'll know more about that when we see, you know, how many people are interested in buying this in this version of the game. If a whole bunch of people get behind it and buy it and continue to ask for more content, then sure. I mean, like, the only thing we don't want to be doing is being in a situation where adding new content to the game is just not really making it better, like, or is making it too big or too complicated or something like that. But I mean, for now, the way that we've been doing things seems to be alright. Per Horton, why no more animated trailers? Because you have to wait another hour or 2 hours, and then you get your animated trailer. Henpaku, it's because like that save, like this save that he's playing on is like my personal Steam file. I haven't played on Steam for like, I don't know, since version, like an early access version probably, so anything that would have been added afterwards I wouldn't have. Pantoja is models. When is the animation coming? In 2 hours. 2 hours and 2 minutes. Jack Frost, any new lore with the DLC? Yes, actually there's quite a bit of lore in this game, in this particular DLC. I mean, the whole branch is really sort of setting the scene for some like bigger narrative arc changes to the lore, I guess, or additions to the lore. So you'll see. Stay tuned. Yeah, Mooner, I know. I gotta do something about my crappy Steam stats, because like, damn. Maybe you can get me some achievements while he's up there. Z-Fear, is it possible to slowly walk on keyboard? I don't know, I never tried that, actually. I don't play on keyboard, I play with a controller. Potato and Snail 64, there are two-handed swords, two-handed crossbows, but have you ever thought about two-handed shields? No, we haven't thought about that. Although, you know, for ages there you could play with two shields. Which I guess you probably technically still can, I don't know. Fernando010, yeah, you have to wait a little bit for the Malays update, but it will come. Alternative RT will be renaming the Purulent Zombies at some point. Yes, that's not meant to be a thing. There's a whole bunch of like translation typos and errors that have sort of accumulated in the game over the years that, again, another one of those like backlog items that we will get to. Dante, we're gonna have something like a final end that finishes the story. Well, I mean, that's kind of an interesting question in the sense that it's a roguelite, and there's like, you know, time travel and crap in there, so like, can you ever have the end of a story like that? I don't know. I mean, I guess the real question from a sort of creative perspective is like, are we interested in continuing to work in this universe? And the answer to that is, I don't know. Yes. But would we go like into the past or into the future? I don't know yet. Hang on one second, I have a colleague pointing his phone at me. You like the ASMR effect in the background. It's really bothersome because I try and talk quietly so that I don't like drive you insane, but it's hard. Alright, so I'm back. Dumpster fire. Maybe an Easter egg where you see yourself since the time travel shenanigans. Yeah, we got heaps of ideas for stuff, but we'll get there. Green Tea, what do you think about Blasphemous? As a player, I felt it was a little bit sort of heavy and clunky and slow, but I really enjoyed the pixel art. I think the attention to detail was fantastic. I didn't play a terrible lot of it, because of, you know, I felt it was a little bit clunky, but I mean, you know, that's a very personal sort of question there. Shamandar, Hollow Knight crossover will be disgusting. You mix my favorite and worst game together. We're not thinking about like full crossovers or anything like that yet. It's more just like sometimes we have little Easter eggs and cameos and that kind of stuff in there. The Blobster, add more achievements to Xbox and trophies to PS. Some of that stuff is actually hard to do because they have like limited amounts of... Did you die? It's kind of hard to do some of this stuff. You jumped down a hole, good job. That's why you were laughing. It's because the like PlayStation and Xbox have like limits on how many things that you can actually add per DLC or how many things you can add to updates and whatever, and so we can't always do the same thing as we can on Steam, which is a lot sort of freer. Cat on the internet, is Bad Sea going to drop in price now that the DLC is out? Yes, it will be 30% off during this sort of launch period thing right now. I mean, you know, the price will still be reasonably sort of high in the sense that we generally try not to discount the games too much. But yeah, and plus like some of you would have seen the bundles being on sale, so like if anyone's watching who hasn't actually like played or bought the game or anything like that, then yeah, you can pick up the bundle, which will then be playable in the next sort of like 2 hours. Pantoya is Modes. I'm pretty sure I answered that question for you already, but no, the Mallows update is not on Switch. It will be coming afterwards. All consoles will get the Mallows update a little bit after the Fatal Falls DLC comes out, just because life. That's just sort of how it's got to happen. I don't know if he knows that if you like roll in the air and then ground slam again, you don't have to be stunned. I don't think he does. Sucker. Alternate RT. Will we get a proper water status effect eventually? You know, I'm talking. Maybe. We've had a lot of discussions about, you know, effects and buffs and that kind of stuff. So we're thinking about that kind of thing. I don't know. Potato and Snail 64, yep, game will be on sale. Depends on which platform though. I think Switch, there's like a bit of a lag. It may not be on sale for like a day or something like that. But PC it'll be on sale. But like, you know, if it's not on sale like right now, just wait, because it'll be on sale like within the next sort of 24 hours. Hi, Tetsuyo. Shinobi's Katana can hit bats hanging on the platforms. Will that get fixed or would it just be like that? I don't know, I guess I kind of like the idea of being able to smack him on the head like that, but yeah, it should probably be fixed. It sounds like there's a problem with the hitbox. We'll have a look at that. Green Tea, glad you like the update. Benjamin Pratt, what's the future for MT now that Twinoid is closed? More sort of PC, console, hardcore type games. They're working on their next game, like the follow-up game to Dead Cells right now. So yeah, the future will be Steam, PC, and console. Negative game, will the DLC come to mobile devices? Yes, but later on in the year. Fuck, we got people begging for this fix. I'm not sure which fix you're talking about. I missed that in the bed. Any new brutality shields in consideration here? Let me ask. That was a flat no brutality shields planned. I think he even said the word never, so sorry about that. Huang Pua, yep, animated trailer is coming very, very soon. Test coil's broken, yeah, test coil's pretty broken at the moment. Networking's pretty badass as well. Okay, we're about to find out whether it works. Here we go. Alright. We are in. Heck yes. Now we're talking. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Fractured Shines. The first level in the new DLC, and it's only taken us an entire hour to get there. We're professionals, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, now I have absolutely no hope in hell of being able to keep up with chat. Matt, if you could avoid dying, that would be wonderful. Alright, while he's taking a little bit of a look around and chat's going insane. Oh, actually, no, I can answer that question. Human type person. Any thoughts on Bosch Rush? Thoughts? Yes. Plans? No. So maybe that'd be something that we think would be cool. But we've typically sort of left that stuff up to mods. Owen Burt, yeah, we are the most professional. The best of professionals. Yeah, I really like the music too as well. I'm doing Master Spirit, I think it's awesome. Flender Band, thank you, I'm glad you like it. I feel like it's really pretty. This is one of Aurora's levels. She uses slightly different color palettes than what we sort of traditionally had in Dead Cells, and I think they're really pretty. Oof, oof, oof! Getting smashed! Don't die! It's rough. There's the traps in this level are just horrific. So to give you an idea about how we sort of went about thinking about this level in particular, it's much more about positioning. We've changed some of the pacing of the game in the sense that you can't just sort of rush in blindly and rely on your instincts or smash yourself. In the sense that, I mean, you know, once you get good enough, obviously you can, but it takes a little getting used to the way that the platforms work, the way that the traps are positioned, and actually making sure you're not charging in just to get smashed. So here it goes, taking on one of the sort of mini bosses of a level. Whilst there's a snake guy having a go at him too. I'd probably deal with that snake guy if I were you, Matt. Ooh, I would deal with all of these side guys if I were you. Dantian, yes, that is a big boy. You'll see. He's dangerous, this guy. Alright. So he gives you access to the lower room. I don't know whether we should show him the lower rooms. I think we should potentially make him wait. Cultist outfit from the messenger. I didn't realize that it was like, I don't know if let me just ask and see whether that was deliberately based on the messenger or whether that just happened. Yeah. No, regarding the cultist outfit, no, it's just chance. I asked the guys just then. They were like, because you know some of us are fans of the messenger. Were like, man, we really like the team. The guys from Sabotage are awesome. Crazy Quebecois dudes. No, it was just complete accident. Just because of the theme of the next level, which you'll see, like, you know, when you get to play the game in a little bit. Just in case, which is my favorite DLC as a developer? I guess probably, that's hard. That's a tough question because it's asking me, like, choose my favorite child. I like both of the DLCs that my company made, you know, like, obviously, I started Evil Empire with a couple of the guys, and so my team have made both the Bad Seed and the Fatal Falls, and so that's like get a bit of pride happening there. But I mean, I really enjoyed working on Rise of the Giant as well, because, you know, it was the idea was to give away something free and just sort of say thank you to the community, and to just see how people really enjoyed that was cool. Karamanik is a dumbass. I hope there isn't those birds that you can't parry. No, you can parry them. That was when they initially came into the game. You couldn't parry them, and I was like, not having that. So, did you die? No, he didn't die. I'm sorry, I've got the lag, so I can't see what he's doing. Hifero, hey man, yes, you did just catch a Motion Twin stream. What's going on? Simeo, I don't know what she said, but hey man. I'm gonna go and get a can of Coke or something. I'm thirsty. Oh, he's doing actually no way. I'm taking this boss fight. Okay. I'm curious because I don't know whether you're seeing it at the same time as I am, or whether you're seeing it at the same time as he is. He seems like he's got this. Yeah, easy. Smashing him. Yo, Tridden, what's up, man? Yeah, there's 2 Alexa Chimera, those big things in the level. Timostos Pulowski, can I play instead of him? No, I suck. I'll get killed. Plus, I'm not a professional streamer. I'm a like one thing at a time kind of dude. Like, you know, it's hard enough to manage talking and breathing at the same time for me, let alone playing and trying to explain what's going on. Are you gonna go and get the... I don't know if he knows how to get into that thing or not, but there's like a little bit of a trick to it. And I personally can't remember how to get in there either. We're about to find out. What is he gonna do? So if anyone doesn't want to get spoiled, close your eyes right now. Press the... Oh, I might not have the rune. I don't have the rune. Ah, crap. There you go. My crappy save file doesn't have the rune necessary for us to get into the next level. Bum, bum, bum. Wait, hang on a second. You have to be able to make his head... You have to shoot his head to do that? Interesting. So he's gonna have to come back. I'm just gonna check something. I'm gonna ask the developer. And Triton, it'll be available in like an hour and 45 minutes. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get my can of Coke and I'm gonna ask questions. Alrighty everyone, so we've still got a few things to sort out. Obviously it's right before launch, so just a general note to anyone who's watching who was part of the private alpha or beta. Keys will be coming out to you shortly, like, you know, in the next sort of hour or something like that. Do I prefer the original? Yeah, about original. I prefer the original. I'm not a big fan of 8-bit tunes sort of stuff. Please tell me you'll fix the mutation door not opening in time when you have mass mutations. Yes, I guess we will fix that. I don't know about when. DLC re-releasing for everybody at 6 PM this evening, our time, so in an hour and a half. I don't know if he's gonna get through here. Does he have... Wait, you have a curse? Huh. Oh no, that's death, okay. Hmm? Yeah, alright, we're just gonna switch over players. Hang on 1 second. Alright, so I'm moving desk right now. Matt is taking back his desk because we got to get a whole bunch of stuff finished off before we leave. So this is now Juan, creative director of Evil Empire and lead designer on all of the major changes that you've... Yeah, I know it's an ugly controller, leave it alone. I'm trying to place this. I don't know what you've got as far as a build goes, but good luck to you with that. Just for the record, they probably can't hear you when you talk because... That's perfect. Yeah, I set the microphone up to try and block out all of the background noise up in here. Alrighty. I have no idea. Good luck to you with that. Put myself over the other side over here. Yep, welcome back to Dead Cells, John. Straight into the Totem Keeper. He's probably gonna die. Although, are you playing? What are you playing? 2 BC? It might not be that hard. Alright, so I'm just trying to get myself in a position where I have my screen with all of the things coming down it. Here we go. Baku, do we get stats from players at all? No. I mean, only stuff that we have out of, like, being able to see achievements and that kind of thing. But, we do have some kind of, like, stat system in the game, but it's a bit crap. And we don't look at it. It's another one of those jobs for the tool developer that we don't have right now. Why is the beheaded pink in the trailers? I don't know, it just sort of happened. It's like one of Bobby's ideas that was around. Leo H, I will see Valmont and I will tell him that he's epic. Thank you. Do I know when the bad seed will come out for mobile? I'm pretty sure they announced that for like soon, like end of January or like start of February or something. If you have a look on PlayDigis' website, like just do a Google search for PlayDigis Dead Cells roadmap or something like that, it should pop up. Right, nice. What's your favourite weapon, Joanne? Apart from COVID, which you're trying to spread to everyone with your coughing.
The axes, the shrapnel axes.
Shrapnel axes is his favourite weapon. Alan Lachar, je suis australien, but yeah, we're based in Bordeaux in France. Everyone here is French except for myself and Matt, who was previously playing. Yeah, I should be right. Lux, yeah, we're all current. Well, I mean, we're at work, but we're doing this, so I guess that's kind of cool. He's got himself the bloodthirsty shield. I love how he's like definitely not putting any more brutality shields in the game, and yet goes and unlocks one of the better brutality shields like first thing he unlocks. What a stooge.
Unlock the new DLC weapon.
Yeah, you should have, but
Anything else?
oh, do like whatever, man. I mean, obviously any kind of DLC stuff would be good, but good luck to you with having enough cells to do it. CIJ, is there going to be a new vlog for the DLC? Yes. Let me ask Matt. Where's the vlog up to, man? Vlog up to. Okay. Yes, the vlog will be coming out at 6. Actually, I haven't heard Matt what he's actually said over it, so you'll be getting a different voice over the game, and a different accent too. Young Englishman. Yeah, not enough cells from the staff. That sucked. Lord Latex.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. For anyone asking questions about the mobile version, later in the year, have a little look for PlayDigis roadmap, and you should be able to get some more information. Google about that, because I don't have it under my hands right now. Release time for PC is 6 PM CET, so in 1 hour and 31 minutes. Bears, you can't, like, I mean, you kind of did get here after the DLC portion, but that's mostly our fault in the sense that so far we haven't been able to actually play much of the DLC because we're idiots. I was on the wrong branch previously, and then we realized that I don't have the head, the homunculus rune, so we can't get into the thing straight away because we're idiots. Just for the record, there's no actual lock, like you don't have to have finished the game to be able to get into the second level, but you can get into it directly if you have finished the game once. Anyway, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it too much, so he says after spoiling it almost completely. Waru Fujihara, no, not at all. We do not have full control over the mobile version. I mean, you know, we do ultimately, in the sense that we could always just say, hey, stop working on the mobile version, but we didn't have the time or the desire to do the mobile version ourselves, and so we outsourced that to some of our friends, PlayDigis. Get him. Lord Latex, no worries. Actually, that's Juan who's playing right now. That was his idea, to be able to skip the castle after the giant. Yerb, I think there's only one dude who has beaten 5BC, and that was Tipix, and he's no longer with Motion Queen. Pieche Beep, I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but yeah, you don't have the Katana update on PS4 and Xbox. You can get that in sort of early February, or as soon as possible after the release of the DLC, just because of like technical constraints. Kermit, no, he doesn't have to. He can go back to the start and just, well, I don't want to tell you how he's going to do it, but there is a way to not have to beat the hand licking, but I'm going to try and make him beat the hand licking anyway, because it's funny. CS Marks, and this is a dev stream, actually. Yeah, why not? Try and speedrun it, and then just, we're going to try and speedrun through so that we can get to actually playing DLC content instead of having to dig around. Like, I would actually probably be reasonably good at speedrunning the first part of the game, because I was like playtesting the hell out of it last night, like 8 runs or something. Yeah, you move trapping rubbish. Salty Banner Boss, we look at Hand of the Cold lore room if you encounter it. No, just because you asked now, I'm not going to do it. No, I don't know. Honestly, if he comes across it, I'm sure he will. Platinum, hey, I'm glad that you enjoyed the game. We kind of like it too if people keep obviously buying DLC and requesting support for the game. Ooh, that was a tough one right there. Then if people are still interested in, you know, seeing more of the game, and we'll keep making more. Do you know whose concept that lore room was inspired by? I'm guessing that's a loaded question, Mr. Salted Final Boss.
Oh,
that was weird. Doc crack. Some people have trouble hearing me, some people don't. Give me another mic check, people, if you're out there. How's the sound? I can't actually scroll back up to see the comments on this one because Shrun's using the controller, so if I do, it's going to mess with things. Okay, most people are telling me sound is okay. It could just be if you're having trouble hearing the voices. A, I mumble because I do. B, I'm trying to speak quietly because we're in the open space, and so I don't want to yell and annoy the hell out of everybody. Heard SHS, glad you're excited for it. Thank you for the support and everything. Alternate RT, I don't know. Wings of the Crow, I think that was probably just a reference to The Crow, like the movie. But I don't know whether there was anything deeper behind that. Was Seb who built that? Yeah, Seb built it and he's not here anymore, so I can't ask him. Thayer Gamer, whose idea was it to rework the malaise? Well, surprisingly enough, it was like the community's idea for years. Lots of people hated the malaise as it was, but it was also something that we'd been thinking about. We discussed it with Deep Night, with Seb, before he left, because we were, you know, none of us were particularly convinced by like a hit counter. You know, it's kind of like a cheap way of increasing the difficulty. And then the way that it was reworked is mostly Joe's idea, but I mean something that obviously everybody contributes to. It was asked Hungarian Productions about which is my favorite piece from the Dead Cells soundtrack. I don't know, I think personally like the Corrupted Confinement. I like the music in there, I don't know why, I really enjoy it. Doc crack, do I find the king attractive? The hell! Ice shot, have we considered guns? Yes, and no, we won't be doing that. Ishpreet Singh, I love the new melodies, but make it so the monsters spawn in their respective biomes. We tried that, and it got boring. It was like really too repetitive. Like to make it sort of challengingly interesting, we had to sort of bring in things from elsewhere. Wait, we renamed the Corrupted Confinement to Corrupted Prison? What the hell? It should be Corrupted Confinement. If it's been renamed to Corrupted Prison, that's a typo. DCYXP, will Valmont ever talk about his music on stream? I suppose we could organize something like that. We could just call him up and be like, yo, what's going on? So yes, he will. We'll make that happen. Beheaded with a gun? No. I agree with Rock Curve Ace. You don't need a gun. You have grenades, for crying out loud. Mooner, damn it, man! Where do you go? You're gonna tell me when something like this happens. Yeah, so apparently it's called Corrupted Prison nowadays. I don't know when that happened, but I'm gonna go in there and change that. I was whinging about the translation situation over here. It's a mess. What about a Wii remote weapon? Alright, hang on one second. I got people requesting my time. I'll be back.
le Covid. Nice.
Again. I don't have COVID, which is a good thing, I feel. I just got my results for one of my tests. I didn't think that I did, but anyway. I have to go and make sure that the build that we're about to push live in like an hour is the right one. So I will be probably a little bit quiet, but I will try and come back and answer some of your questions here and there. Add Hand of the King Teddy Bear Lore. Pretty sure that's already there. Bonjour, Papa Wit. Alright, here we go. Actually, no, I have to stay in comment. Oh, he's managed to get himself a completely red build. Oh, it's 0 BC. He should have this. You're not doing a lot of DPS though. Now I'm jinxing. He's not gonna have it. Why do you keep throwing that thing? Sorry. The weapon? Maybe? We may have a bug with the weapon. That's no good. It's supposed to crit when you hit him.
Going bad.
No, it might just not work on him. Potentially it just doesn't work on him. Okay. There's something going on. That's right, he's just bad. He's trying to parry with the staff, yes. And he sucks. Got a full potion. Either if you fall in the hole, that's no good.
Oh.
He's getting pooed. That said, he's trying to show off his new weapon, which you can parry with, and he's not doing it. No, it's not the stuff that's bugged. That was his first reaction. Yeah, I said, okay, I see your little emote there, man. The custom mode, someone asked a question about whether remote is possible to put in a custom mode to remove the melees. No, we did think about that because, you know, it's a really, really deep change. So the only way that you'd be able to get back to the old melees is to play the old version, which will be available via the branches. He's got this, he's got that. It's gonna be close though.
Yeah, the blood blast was powered.
What about melees spawning DLC enemies? Did you consider that? I don't know whether it's supposed to happen or not. I know that there are some things that shouldn't happen. Yeah, I know there are some things that we did allow that to happen. I think like the daily challenge, you know, you can play with weapons that you have that kind of stuff. So does have a nice one, very nice one. So now he's going to try and run you through speed run straight through to the to the new content. But I'll be back.
Look at this.
Put the outfit on. We'll be put the mid first.
Okay. just switch with my new ability. Est-ce que tu saurais... Il n'y avait pas un build. C'est quelle couleur qu'il faut que je prenne? Des choses...
Non, c'est quelle couleur que t'as envie?
Serenade qui est rouge.
Oui, rouge.
Ouais, je vais switcher de build.
Right, so we're just thinking about which build's going to be the best to show off the most interesting stuff when he actually gets to the new content. Sorry as well if you can hear me chewing in the background. Need sugar, eating some M&Ms. Nubby3050, I said this before, but how does the new melees fit into the lore? Because it doesn't make sense that getting into disease will spores enemies. Yeah, this game doesn't make any sense. Since when are we supposed to... There's never been any obligation to make sense in this game. There's a freaking Mexican... went by a promenade before. You can get there from toxic sewers? You can? Yeah, he can. Matt's nodding. Oh no, he's wondering. Okay. yeah, no, I don't know, but the whole like coherence, the so-called coherence of this game is the bane of our existence, in the sense that when we were initially building the game, we didn't think about coherence so much. But there is kind of like a DA in a sense, and like as we've tried to add things in, we've tried to make some kind of like sense out of the lore of the game, but I mean, you know, there's only so much you can do. Someone asked if Fractured Shrines or Undying Shores goes to Cavern.
It's a good question.
That is a good question. I would need the map, which I don't have in my hand. Yeah, DCYXP, yeah, that's pretty much been the guiding rule for the design of Dead Cells since the beginning, is that lore comes second. Like as you all know, the lore was sort of like tacked on at the end, and it definitely wasn't part of the game that got the most attention paid to it. We've tried to sort of like improve that as we've gone, but yeah. Leshia merchandising for the game. We do have some, actually. Check out fangamer.com. I see some of my colleagues shaking their heads at the moment, trying to set this thing up so that when we release it on Steam, we release it good. Doesn't look like it's going very well for them. I might have to disappear to help them with that in a minute, but... Yeah, the Tedung Bull. Definitely check out the Fangamer website. There's stuff in there. Endless mode with random biomes. Zephyr, we have thought about that. I don't know if it's been gotten any further there. I don't know. There was like a mod or something like that. It should be a mod. Where's the new boss? We haven't got there yet because we're idiots. Well, I'm an idiot, but we'll talk about that another time. Hand of the King plushie does not exist yet, although of course it's Salty Final Boss. Get out of here. Do we still have to press a button to exit Black Bridge? Yeah, no, we do. That annoys me too, believe me. Madros Singalio, can't believe you're still doing pushing launch day 1 hour before we go live. We're professionals, of course we do. Like, I mean, what self-respecting game developer doesn't make emergency builds 30 seconds before it's supposed to go live? Gosh. Every time, man, every time. It's a nightmare. Denied, no stairway. Timekeeper 3D mousepad. Oh, these ideas, honestly. Guillaume plushie. Now there's a good idea. That's a cute little fella. Many people don't know this, but Guillaume is actually some kind of like mean joke for our creative director. But he's actually come to like him, so. Collector plushie, love that horrible bastard. Yeah. I don't know if I love him. I don't, you know. Yeah. Ballcat Hunter, thanks, man. No, Dante, no, just no. You like even saying something like that, you could summon, you could summon Elko. That'd be, yep. Conquest of Bread. That's a good name for a DLC, actually. A bread-based weapon in the game. You've got bread-based diet, so I guess we could potentially have like some kind of bread-based weapon. The 3-day-old baguette. Although, given that it's made by French people, they probably wouldn't be keen to put that in there. Yo, Reebok, what up, man? Just Slayer, yes. Metro Sailor? Never. No nudity DLCs for you. Yo, H, glad that you've been enjoying it for so long. Yeah, weapon one. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about the cheese diet as well. That was actually built for ages, like the icons were made for that thing for ages, and we just sort of forgot about it, and then one day someone was like, hey, why is there no cheese diet? And we were like, huh, crap. So we just put it in the game, after having totally gapped them. What happened to the backpack slot? Good question. Oh, I probably don't have it unlocked. I don't have it unlocked. Henpoku asked that question a while ago, but this is an old, like a super old save file from my personal Steam account, because yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I haven't. The German diet. Currywurst, yeah, that's the goods. Luna Lame, we're gonna have to treat you as the new bot. You can anytime someone asks, you can just ping that question and answer through. Alternate RT, what was the reason behind renaming Spikers, those mushroom enemies in the ancient sewers, to Impaler? Now they share the name of the melee weapon. I have no idea. Was it renamed? Okay. That was probably an MT question. I don't know. Something like, don't talk to me about the translation for this game, alright? Just don't bring it up. It's bad news. Clickbait, yes, exactly. We have standards because we are professionals. Hans Collector DLC will be in a little tiny bit, like an hour. Don't look at me like that, Benjamin. Hang on one second, I gotta see what's happening and whether or not we're gonna even be able to release this game.
Un BC pour qu'il y ait un peu de stake quand même.
Leo H. I like the baseball bat idea. I think it was Elko who did like a baseball bat option for a concept for a thing at some point. Just for the record, if I keep going quiet and disappearing, it's because, you know, being the legendary professional game developers that we are, we're still trying to work out which version we're about to release. So, that would be why. That and because COVID and, you know, people have family and kids and stuff, so we're not always 100% available. Some people are out. I've got to go and get my bike as well. Damn it. That sucks. Maybe Matt will do some commentating for a little while. He's looking scared. I think he's going to have to do it though. Because I really got to go and get my bike, else I'm going to have to walk.
Late.
I shall warn your wife that you will be late. You didn't tell her? It's a launch day. Come in. Yeah, you were hoping to get out of here on time, weren't you? Ooh, the took. Uspaldo Montoya. Thanks, man. Glad you enjoyed it. The bike stream. Vincidius Ferraria mobile update will come later, but there is already a big update plan that brings Bad Seed DLC to mobile soon. When will the Malaise update come to Switch? No, not tonight. In like as soon as possible, you know. But I usually say sort of a couple of weeks, just because of the whole certification times and everything like that. Can we get a timekeeper themed weapon, like dual swords with a hook included? That would be cool. That would be very cool, actually. You got an insta head nod there from Joanne, so Alex, keep an eye out for that. Could we get proper support for the Switch Pro controller? Probably, I guess. We can do that. Eventually. What are you whinging about?
I didn't take any calls from.
This is gonna be Bullet Sponge boss. It's gonna take him forever to beat this boss because he didn't get any scrolls from Ramparts. He speedran through the whole way. Foolish. Well, we'll see how he goes. Won't the Switch be bugged if someone buys the DLC without the Malaise update? No, it shouldn't be. That said, the whole build branch, like merging things back into the branches and everything like that is always a freaking nightmare. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Oh no, ça va. Ah, it's alright. Stop injured. Give me HQ. Fatal Falls releasing today for Switch, yes. Hand of the King dating sim is Valentine's Day's update. Your ideas. Yeah, you were trying to get the flawless, now it's not gonna happen. Alternate RT, just use the light speed skip. What are we, speedrunners? No, we're the developers. We don't do these things. Oh, Leo H, devastated dude. Sorry to hear that. That sucks. Pièce Philippe, oui, je parle français, évidemment. But I'm Australian, so probably not evident, actually, now that I think about it. Nicely done, Joanne. Never doubted you. Yo, David Pollard. Shocked to see it in another DLC. Interesting. Any plans for a stat block screen for the items in the backpack? Ooh, I would like that. I was whinging about that actually just the other day. Codeworks Gaming. I don't know who said scroll back up, Salty Final Boss. You'll find them. They're up there somewhere. That if they didn't delete the thing. Oh no, wait, you won't find them because you're on Twitch and they said it on YouTube. Go find them on YouTube. DLC is releasing in 57 minutes. Inshallah, I think it will be. We hope it will be. If it doesn't, we're up the creek.
You won my wife.
I'm doing it. Alright.
You tell her it's your fault.
Oh yeah. Alright, I gotta go get my bike. So Matt's gonna take over some question answering. In conjunction with Joanne. And I will be back. As quick as I can, I'm gonna run.
You want my wife?
Yeah. And I want his wife.
Serenade. No, not the last time. didn't take any third level rolls just to go faster.
Okay, yeah, nice.
So now I'm fairly weak. I think that has been skewed if I die, but just a bit.
Okay, so now it's Matt on the mic. Watching. Apparently, Juan's just told me that he's having a bit of trouble. Because he did a speed run, and now he's stuck with a fewer skulls than he should have. So, any new questions? Oh, yeah, basically, I was the noob earlier who was getting his ass handed to him on 0PC. I'm not sure where the invisible platforms came from.
It's from the rain. You can see the rain.
Ah, okay. I haven't seen them before, but yeah, I'm just the marketing guy, so I'm not as in the game as the guys. So now we've got the Serenade cutscene.
Just to show up a bit of Serenade gameplay.
Joanne's going to show you how Serenade works. So basically, this is the new brutality pet. So now you've got options and everything. You've got survival, mushroom boy, the owl on tactics, and Serenade brutality. So I'm not sure how much you can tell from the frantic gameplay, but basically there's two modes Serenade. You either let it kind of fly around slashing enemies, and it stacks up. You should see some stacks appearing above the enemies. And basically when you then take it in your hand, the amount of stacks does, it deals critical damage. So you'll see when Juan swaps weapons, you'll see some description there. Basically, you'll need to kind of cycle between letting it fly around, hitting people, and then you taking it in the hand to deal maximum damage, really. You can let it fly around if you want, and it'll take care of the little enemies, but the best way is to mix up both. Does it ever go away? Yes. If you don't really do any damage with it, it eventually gets fed up and says, sod this, I'm off. It's thirsty for blood. See what you get with this legendary. Maybe it'd be a DLC weapon. Nope. If only.
Ah.
Can you only get Serenade in this area? I believe so, yeah. It's because you've got the whole cutscene, lore room thing, so yeah, you won't be able to pick it up anywhere else.
The legendary. Legendary.
Oh yeah.
Build.
Cool legendary build, not bad.
It's only red. Should we show maybe the clip before I die? We should clip before I die.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. Jonas decided to head to the cliff before, just in case he dies. We want you to see it. For everyone asking when's it releasing, 45 minutes. On PC and consoles, so hope that answers your question. Will there be any balancing with new DLC? No, not with DLC, but we might have an update coming soon, which should introduce some new balancing for the melees.
UI is slightly good. The UI is slightly good with the Serenade.
Can you sell Serenade? Of course. Serenade is just like any other weapon, any other power. You can sell it if you want. It's completely up to you. I believe in you, Joanne, you'll make it. You'll make it.
Thank you.
Only one BC.
It's only one BC.
Yes. Okay, Undying Shores coming up.
One BC, I do have FF.
We're hoping it's got the full fountain at the end. Yeah, Jack Frost music is great. Valmont really knocked it out of the park this time. Yeah, he's the best. I don't think would ever go to anyone else. He's just, yeah, so good. We're in. Full HP, full flasks, Undying Shores, here we go.
Oh, I could have used 2 Serenade. I'm bad. Please apologies for that. I could have used 2 Serenade.
Oh, you used 2 Serenades?
I can, with a legendary one, I could have used 2 Serenades.
Well, missed the opportunity to have 2 Serenades, but... oh well. Hopefully we'll get to showcase a different weapon instead. But yeah, this is Undying Shores. Sorry, Cultist Skin, you get it from either a blueprint or you can use the Homunculus rune on one of the bodies lying around and you instantly take the skin, which is useful. So, new lore room.
The outdoor is completely fucked up.
The thunder effect's so cool. I agree completely. I think this is my favourite biome. The thunder is sick. How hard do you say Undying Shores is? It's just like any other biome really. At the start it's probably more difficult because there's some stuff you're not used to, but after a while it's okay. Middle. What are those purple dots? Hopefully you'll see in a second. A hint there linked to the Necromancer guy with the lantern. So can the necromancer revive them? Yeah, basically that's the point of the purple spirit ball things. When you kill an enemy, the necromancer can revive them from range. So either you kill the enemy again, and then it's dead completely, or you can kill the necromancer and everything connected to it dies. Are you familiar with Team Cherry? Well, of course. How could we not be? It's going to be practically impossible. You can see we've got more of the lighthouse shipwrecks coming to view. The artist did a great job of this, in my humble opinion. You can see here the necromancer reviving dudes. You can see the line connecting them. So there's a lot of visual cues we're giving you to help kill these guys.
Come back.
Will it be on iOS? Or hopefully eventually. At the moment the team's working on getting the bad seed on there, so they're behind PC and consoles, but that's the plan. Console and PC, yep.
Oh, it was Serenade. Right.
We're going double Serenade. Why not? It'll be interesting. Oh, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't take double Serenades.
Ok. On a un petit problème?
I think we should stream professionally. This is just too good.
368. Crashed?
Yeah, I'm not really sure quite what to say at the moment. But
Buy our DLC, it's real quality. What? When?
Can we try to maybe launch the game again
Yeah,
and try to come back?
We're gonna try and come back into this thing now. Update. Apparently we need to update. Alright, just play. Yeah, hold on.
So,
Take this.
no, I
Right, so after that spectacular fail, I have been and gotten my bike. Can you still play this? Hotfix when? Now. So what happened? Do you know why it crashed?
I thought we had a ping set because we had this bug during the alpha day.
So we thought we'd fix that, but yeah.
I'm confused.
I'm gonna speak French just for a moment. All RPG 2. Oui, tu n'es pas le seul d'avoir entendu du français, parce qu'on est français, on est à Bordeaux. Alright, sorry, back to English. Will Mac and Linux get mod tools eventually? Not answering that question.
Not like it.
Highly unlikely, says Juan. Double Mushroom Boy, double hour, but no double Serenade yet. Yeah, and probably... Oh yeah, you'll have to custom mode it. It'll be doable on custom mode.
No, it's
Ah yeah, true, legendary scenario.
but yeah,
And we crashed again. Oh dear, this is not good. What is that? Actually, that looks like... Is that a crash or is that my screen that died? No, it's a crash. Oh, good lord. Yeah, boy. The developers
I'm not-
scurrying to fix it right now.
I don't think it's Serenade. I think it's probably a mob.
Seems like it might be linked to a mob.
It said because we didn't add double Serenade there.
Dunno. But he's got the line, so he's gonna have a look at it. In the meantime, we're reloading the stream again.
No. Oh, je vois différentes sortes. C'est pas la seule exprès.
Yeah, we'll fix that. This one is actually doable. So the price of the DLC, well, it's gonna have to be free now, isn't it? God damn it! No, it's $4.99 US or euros. Yeah, that was cheap. Get him back. All right. What's the chance it's gonna crash again? It's gonna crash, isn't it? It's gonna crash for sure.
Maybe I can try to run.
Speed run through, not crash.
Ah.
Yeah, I love that. That kind of defeats the purpose of showing off the DLC, though, doesn't it? Oh dear.
Especially in that biome, speedrun is quite hard. There is natural TP for enemies.
Yeah, true. Aplios, I'm happy to hear that you can afford it. Weirdest bug that we ever had in Dead Cells. That's a good question. We've had lots of them. I don't know. I feel like there's I mean, the weirdest bugs are the bugs that we just like can't get our heads around. You know, or things that are connected to like unrelated stuff, that are connected to achievements, or like, you know, weird counters that come out of SDKs for other things. So it's yeah, it's I mean, the weirdest bugs, I guess, are probably the ones that the speedrunners managed to find in terms of like weird skips and
The collector one. You remember the speedrun EGN we did? The guy at the end.
oh yeah, the dude who was it's just like he just like skips pretty much straight to the collector. It's madness. That's probably, yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so now unfortunately we have to speedrun this thing until we figure out what's causing this crash, and then push the hotfix. At least it's Tuesday, which means it's not Friday. 2 knives, where you have 2 knives, and the more you hit with the knives, the faster you attack. Just Slayer, interesting. Oof, just got out of that one, huh? Faulty final boss. Well, the way it happens is that we do QA ourselves as much as we can, then we do paid QA, and then it goes through submission. And if all of us together miss a bug, that's how it gets in the game. 1 second. Okay, we figured it out. So if you got double Serenade and you touch a rolling enemy, or just you touch a rolling enemy, it doesn't matter if it's double Serenade, that'll cause a crash at the moment. So I'm assuming they're fixing that right now. They're fixing that right now, so we should have a hot fix for you shortly. Yeah, do it. I think I saw a hand parkour question just recently. The guy with the henpaku, the guy with the dock dude. We haven't planned anything with him yet, as far as I know. You know the guy who used to just tell you that the game wasn't finished when you got to the end of it, like the boat keeper guy. Yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe for another DLC at some point.
Okay.
Alright, half an hour until our game launches buggy and broken and crap. Sixth Abesiti, I'm going to translate your question into English. Do we work a lot before the release of a DLC? No, to be honest, we don't, because that would be called crunch, and that would just mean that we're crap at our jobs. Last night, actually, we were trying to fix something, and so quite a few of the guys actually stayed up really late trying to fix it. They didn't manage to fix it, but the way we deal with that is very simple. Just the next day, obviously not today because it's launch day, but the day after, people just take the extra time off straight away. So, you know, and like we're very flexible with the way that people do that. So if they, you know, if say for example they worked a whole day's worth of extra hours, then they could just take off their Friday, and then have a long weekend, because it's way better than stinking crunch. Will the update to the mobile version be 1.7 or 1.8? I'm pretty sure it's 1.7. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1.7. Any plans for more creepy biomes, creepy amusement park, or children nursery type things? Not right now, but who knows? Okay, here we go. Gardener fight. And he's doing not so well. Double Serenade is very good though, because you can see, especially when he's usually like unreachable up in the air, you can just sort of sit back and let her do the work. How big is the DLC compared to the Bad Seed? Exactly the same, 2 levels in the boss. I mean, there's potentially slightly more lore rooms than there were initially in the Bad Seed DLC. Yes, I agree. I think this is probably one of the better bosses that we've ever done in the game. Happy with how it's come out. I believe Serenades do crit on their own stacks. I'm pretty sure that's the whole idea of the thing. They mark, the Serenade marks the thing enough, and then when you hit it with your sword, then you crit it, and vice versa. Although, it's because he has the double. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so he's crit. Yeah, exactly. Critting because he has the double. So that's going to be nerfed in the next update.
It's only
no, it's only when they're legendary, so it's super rare. So the Scarecrow guy. Well, there's some bit of lore about him, so I'm not going to tell you too much about him. But he did some stuff, and you will find that out when you play.
That could be speedrun.
Legendary.
To go for that for because you granted the Serenade. Legendary plus the Serenade version.
Yeah. Extra stacks increase damage, yes.
Do we go?
I did say Gardener out loud, didn't I? Because he's a Scarecrow. There was a question that I was trying to read, but it was going too fast. Why have the Arboretum used prison depths as its optional biome instead of having a unique one like toxic sewers? Probably just like production constraints, because we'd have to build a unique one, and we haven't had time to do that yet. So, who knows, that may be one of the free updates. I did answer the tentacle dock guy question, or I started to. I don't think we will ever use it, but maybe for another DLC in the future, who knows. Yeah, actually, Moona, when you say that, I'm pretty sure that at the time, the only optional biome was prison deaths, because we did corrupted confinement in a free update. I can't remember which one it was. So yeah. Holy Knight Amex, hello. Okay, yeah, there's a new... I see you asked another question. Yes, there is an outfit in there somewhere. Is the sickle a weapon or a skill? It is a skill. Snap, you just got owned, my son. He's singing, he's happy about this Serenade situation. We should stop. Jack Frost, can we use a hammer and sickle? Sure, I'm sure you can. Of course you can. Appius, that is a bug, then we'll have to change that. Preco, when will there be a new roadmap for mobile? On top of the one that they just released? I don't know. Ping Play Digis on Twitter and ask. John? Oh, I thought it was John Paulson for a second. John Poon, can we change the color of blood so my kids can watch me play? We could probably actually make that happen. The guy asked whether or not we could change the color of the blood so that he could let his kids... And we could, because we got the Chinese version of the game. It's doable, but it's not something that... Yeah. Yeah, I think we could do something like that. It sells communism. What? Oh, okay, the pub is down. And Baku, I don't think we will add other stages. Just, will you guys add more hints in other stages for speedrunners to try alternative routes? Yeah, sure, why not? Maybe. Illumination Nation, can we have more blood? Yes, you can, but you can only, maybe we'll make it so you can also change the color of it. Who knows? It's gonna be like one of the old Mortal Kombat cheats. You got snapped. Are you light on scrolls? Or am I?
Yeah.
Are you speedrun again the start? There you go.
Well, I just got some of the 3 or 4 from ramp-up.
Kiyosakov, regarding the custom mode on mobile, I'm pushing hard to make that happen as soon as possible. The Fernando 010, the bug for Serenade's not actually anything to do with the double Serenade, it's about the rolling monsters in that level. Oof, oof! Oh, you dead, boy. Go on, and it crashed. Ah, because he rolled. Wow, Joanne, wow. Just,
Well, we show off the DLC.
we did, we showed off the DLC. You can say that we showed off the DLC. What's this crash say? Let's have a look. Do you want me to copy and paste it for you?
Can we say that?
Can you copy, can you control C that? Where's, and then search for Leandre. And then paste it. We're coming back right now. We're just sending the bug report to...
Can you exit and try to launch the game?
Yeah.
And can you say that I died because of the crash?
No, I'm not going to say that. I saw you die. And then it crashed.
No, I don't think it happened.
I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. Alright, so loading back up the game again. God damn it.
Fuck.
Here we go again.
Do I die instantly?
Oh shit. I think you're already dead, man. I think it's already sent you back to...
Yeah. No!
Oh, reloaded it. You lucky,
I died
lucky,
because
lucky
of the crash.
toad.
Told you.
Okay. This time you're right. Will there be an ending where we save the kingdom or see the kingdom pre-melees? No. I don't know. Are the patch notes out? More importantly, will the patch notes actually show the changes from the DLC this time? Referring to TBS patch notes. Alternate RT, is that some salt I detect there? Yes, I think so. I don't know. I'm gonna ask.
On a les patch notes de près, les gars?
No, I'm getting blank looks.
Well, there is the very short one already leaked on the PS4.
Alright, that doesn't count. We'll have a look and see about patch notes. Ray Richardson, it is not technically a problem because the game will not be out for another 20 minutes. 21 minutes to be precise. Karamanic is a dumbass. I know there should be no reason as to why Steam won't allow you to open up Dead Cells. I would encourage you to quit Steam and try again. Codeworks Gaming, thanks dude. Appaloosia, I know, but it would have been good if we hadn't noticed the bugs like 2 weeks ago, so we would have had more time to fix them. The Flying Sword is a skill.
I think Serenade is activating badly.
That's why you're getting pooned.
So much trouble.
So turn her off.
Oh.
Bow, bow. So Serenade is attacking the barrels when she shouldn't be. That's why he's getting smashed. Poor guy. Do we plan on ending the loop in the game? No idea. More DLC coming this year, potentially. Don't know, we'll see how we go. But, I mean, it all comes down to how people react to this DLC. Like, you know, if people say to us, damn, we want to see more DLC, then we'll make more DLC. If people say, yeah, then we'll, you know, we might change our minds. Whoa, we just got like a huge dump of messages from YouTube. Yeah, you are getting your ass kicked really badly. It's kind of a shame, mate. Username, the Flying Sword is a skill. It's you can see the two little swords that he's got. He shouldn't actually technically have two, but he's got a level. We didn't save Scum. That was not a save Scum. Human type person.
No, it crashed.
It crashed. The game crashed. Okay.
Hey, I can't believe this thing crashed.
Yaden Gus, yes, is that a Flying Sword? I'm glad to H that you will never met at Dead Cells DLC. Whoa, that's very cool. Long Point, yeah, I don't know about this year, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. Like I think technically it would be possible, but we've got to do free updates as well, so we'll see. It's a crash scam, exactly, see? It's not our fault. Why not just big updates instead of DLC? Well, money. There's always that. Paying for all the people who work on the game. But we do big updates as well. Generally not as much. Like I think, well not I think, I know. He's playing through the Distillery right now, which was a free level that was put into the game for everyone outside of DLC. You got stung by him then, that's up.
More so.
Apparently, I don't have a terrible lot of stuff unlocked. Wong, yes, there is a Scarecrow skin somewhere. For anyone complaining about not being able to buy DLC or anything like that, yeah, that's normal. The game is not actually, the DLC is not actually out yet. It will be out in, what is it, 18 minutes? Salty final boss, get out of here, man. Did shop re-rolling get removed? Or does this file not have it unlocked yet? No, this file does not have it unlocked because I'm a noob. Uspaldo Montoya, oh, you already asked the question. How long have you guys been working on this DLC? This one's quite a while actually. I think it was like 6 months, 7 months or something like that. Maybe more, yeah. Why do you keep getting pooned by that? Salty. Oh, whoa. Too many messages. Oh, damn. Ouch. Yeah, that was not an easy run right there.
Victory is
Struggling.
painful. Painful.
The distillery, yeah, maybe needs a little bit of a balance once over.
Nah, it's just the build isn't. That's
Build sucks.
the build was good. That was.
Blame it on the build. You look like you need a break.
What time is it?
It is not quite 6.
Quite 6.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, maybe what can we do in 15 minutes?
Well, you can start, and then I can play afterwards. I don't know, not much, probably, actually. I don't know, it depends on how much other broken things there are that get released that we have to fix. Be back in a sec.
Combien de viewers à peu près, tu sais? Tu sais combien il y a de personnes qui regardent à peu près?
Ouais.
Non, il n'y a pas de...
Ah.
They should.
Ah, you can show arrows like
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are 3 minutes away from launch, which is kind of terrifying. Because we never feel like we're ready for a launch, even if we are. And this one feels like we're particularly not ready, so we'll see whether or not that is actually the case. But we're probably pretty much going to wrap up the stream now. Now-ish, because we've got to... Well, I'm going to have to go and poke around and make sure everything's working and up to date and doing what it should be doing. That said, I think if you're on the Steam page, you should potentially be able to buy the DLC right now. It should just have gone live. So if anyone is doing that and having a look at it, wants to let us know whether or not there are any problems, we might just leave the stream on sort of in the background and I'll mute the microphone. come past and have a look at the questions every now and then. But yeah, cool. Well, thank you for everyone who's buying the game. It's always great to see people getting behind it. Yeah, nerve-wracking moment for us right here. Anyway, we'll check back in a bit. The sale. Oh, actually, no. There's no sale on the DLC itself. There should be a sale on the bundle. But just for the record, just to be clear about that, the sales will start directly on the hour, like at 5:58. So if you're buying the DLC, like it's $5. If you're buying the bundle, or waiting for the discount on the base game, just wait until 9, like in another 2 minutes. Is the hammer bigger than it used to be? I don't think it is. Hammer. Is it bigger than it used to be? It is?
Yeah.
Okay, the hammer is actually bigger than it used to be. Just be careful, just stay in a non-dangerous spot for a second, would you? Kill that guy and don't move, just for 1 second. Anyway, I should see what happens if I do this. Testing, yeah, that still works. Okay, so I'm gonna mute the microphone, we will be back. Oh, I think he's gonna have to. We're gonna have to end this stream on that note. We'll load up the game again. So I'm gonna leave. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave it running. Probably just on the title screen for a little bit. We might play a little bit more in a minute, just because I'm interested to see whether anyone's having any problems with the DLC now that it's available. So yeah, if you are having any issues, please do let us know in the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna jump back in here just for a little bit to see if I can answer some questions about the DLC, what it is and isn't working. So I saw that Enrique, I don't know if you're still hanging around, but said that DLC wasn't working. If anyone is having any problems with the DLC, just ping us in the chat. Let us know. To some people got some issues on macOS. Lots of the team is focusing on hotfixing and stuff. I'm gonna have a bit of a look around now. Oops, expecting you. Oh, what am I playing on BCO? So yeah, there's a couple of bugs that managed to sneak through our QA that we're working on fixing right now. Get off. Not gonna lie, I have not played this level before, so it's gonna be interesting. Vayak, Zay, macOS doesn't work. What do you mean by macOS doesn't work? Just won't launch on Steam or macOS. Hang on one second. I'm just gonna yell out across the room. Hey Ben, apparemment il y a des problèmes avec macOS. Tu peux jeter un œil. Et macOS. Yeah, anyone who's on macOS, we're having a look. Go with these tails. Okay. Henpaku has problem. Hey Henpaku, where did you get a key for being in the beta? Can you let us know, man? Huh? Ok, bah du coup, refais ce que t'avais fait, ce que moi j'ai fait. Après, ceci dit, Henpaku, il a pas eu une clé. Donc, mais fais-le quand même. Ouais. Alright. Henpaku, that is weird. No, Vayak is anyone who's on Mac, that's a separate problem. I think that's, I mean, I don't want to say normal, but I think that there may be a fundamental problem with the Mac version right now. We're looking into it. For Henpaku, did you get a key, like a Steam, like when you initially got the game? Did you get some kind of Steam key at some stage, or did you buy the game? No, Android. The DLC is not coming out on Android right now. Okay, so Hen bought the game. Play Henpaku, can you that shouldn't be happening, basically. Did you buy the DLC? Like, so you bought the game, you bought the DLC. That shouldn't be happening. Can you try and like restart Steam and let us know how you go? You may have already tried that. Just let us know if you're dead. No, Noodlex, the Malays update will be coming a couple of weeks from now. The region shouldn't change anything. And though, can you try and like fully quit the Steam client, like quit the game, quit the Steam client, and load it up and let me know what it says? No, you have already tried. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have to have a look at that. Hen, can you do me a favor, please, and have a look at the title screen, which build version you have. What? I ran out with no weapons. What a genius. And I do not have recycling tubes, apparently. Great. So you playing handbook. Amiga Jitsu, thanks man. Glad you enjoyed it. Alright, and Parkour, I'm just gonna copy and paste that. Give me a second. Ben, for the record. So I gotta mute you guys for a second. Alright, Hen, we're looking into it. We'll let you know how we go. Carmanic, there's definitely something going on with MacOS at the moment. So we're looking now. How'd you like the new trailer? Prismatics, new weapons and powers, there's at least 7, probably more like 8, I can't remember off the top of my head. Nah, and it should work, like it's just annoying for us that like there's some cases that aren't working right now, so we're trying to figure out what the heck's going on with that. Anyway dudes, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you, because I'm gonna go and check out what we can do about the rest of this stuff. So, thank you all for tuning in. We'll try and probably get another stream in. I don't know, we might be able to get one in tomorrow, we'll see how we go. But anyway, take it easy everybody, take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Hope you enjoy the DLC. And actually just before I go, if anyone is wanting to share any stuff with us, please drop by Twitter. Just ping us on Twitter. That'll be the place that will be most reactive this evening. Anyway, thank you. See you. Okay.